Arizona Cardinals are making a lot of moves, man. I'm recording this a couple hours after. It's 11:48 at night right now. The time you're seeing this video is gonna be the next day, the day after the draft. So this is my reaction of the 2022 or 2023 NFL draft and what the Cardinals done in the first round. Now, obviously, Cardinals have more picks coming down in the future, but I just want to talk about the first round today because we had the number 3 overall pick coming in. So with the number 3 overall pick, if you guys, just in case you guys missed it, we traded it to the Houston Texans for the 12th pick, the 33rd pick, a 2024 first round pick. This is big, by the way, and a 2024 third rounder. Now, the reason why I say the 2024 first rounder is so good is because if the Texans are bad and if they actually are one of the worst teams next year, which I don't think it's going to happen, we could legitimately get 2 top 5 picks because in all reality, the Arizona Cardinals, we're going to be just straight butt next year. We're going to be butt. Because I'm pretty sure I don't know, there's been like some reports and stuff where DeAndre Hopkins is going to leave, but he's not going to leave. I don't know what's going on with that. But we're going to be butt next year. As simple as that. No Kyler Murray for like half the season. Season's toast. So there's literally a chance where we have the number 1 and number 2 overall picks. So I think that's absolutely huge. Do I think it's going to happen? Most likely not. But it's still a possibility. And especially with the next season having Marvin Harrison Jr., which I wish would join the Cardinals, man. I want him to join the Cardinals. That's one person I want to join. We need a true number 1. I think Marvin Harrison Jr. could be that number 1 receiver. Because Hollywood Brown's good and all, but I don't think Hollywood Brown could be a number 1 wide receiver, in my opinion. Unless like he just shocks the world this season and goes absolute berserk, which I don't think is going to happen. He could really, he could be a great and solid number 2 receiver with Marvin Harrison Jr. That could be so disgusting. Oh my God. As a Cardinals fan, I wish that happens. That shit would be so nice. And so, with us having the 12th overall pick, we decided to trade the number 12 pick and the 34th pick that we got from, I think, the Texans for the number 6 pick. So we traded with the Detroit Lions and we moved up to number 6, which I think is pretty smart. All right, because the player we got, if you guys didn't know by now, I mean, you probably know this, is big 6'6", 315-pounder offensive tackle Paris Johnson Jr. from the Ohio State. I don't think you guys understand how big and important this pick is for the Cardinals organization. I know a lot of Cardinals fans were like complaining and were just mad about the pick because we didn't draft like a Jalen Carter, he was still on the board, or a Christian Gonzalez, the cornerback, or some skilled guys. But I don't think you guys understand how terrible the Cardinals O-line has been for the past like 20 years. We never had a good O-line ever, and this is a great start. This Paris Johnson Jr. I feel like will most likely be a day 1 starter. I hope so. I mean, I don't want to see DJ Hunt unless like we're tanking, which could be a possibility. If we're generally tanking, I see Paris Johnson Jr. starting all 17 or 18 games, or no, 17 games, all 17 games next season. I really do. This guy's a beast. He is great, and I can't believe Kyler Murray's finally gonna have protection, man. DJ Humphries and Kevin Beachum are just trash. I'm sorry to tell you, they're fucking ass. They're trash. So I'm glad we got Paris Johnson Jr., man. And that's basically all the Cardinals have done here for the round 1. And there's obviously more players and stuff. I will obviously keep follow me on Twitter, by the way. I have my Twitter Abby as Russell Westbrook. I don't know. I'm thinking about changing the Abby, my profile pic on YouTube and stuff. I don't know what to change it to. So for now, I just have it as Russell Westbrook on Twitter. But follow my Twitter, man. I'll give you guys all my stuff on it about like the Cardinals pick and stuff. If you're interested in my takes as a true, realistic Arizona Cardinals fan, you know what I mean. But as I said, man, one more other thing before I kind of talk a little deep dive into the pick and stuff. This was my draft night prediction. I posted this, as I said, 4:13. The draft started at 5 o'clock where I live at in Arizona, and I said we're gonna trade the 3rd overall pick. So that happened. Hopkins gone. That did not happen. And we're drafting either Paris Johnson Jr., which I actually wanted him, JSN, I think his name was like Jackson Smith Najaba or something like that, the wide receiver that went to the Seattle Seahawks, so I think that's big for the Seahawks, or cornerback, which it didn't happen, unfortunately. Christian Gonzalez and all them left. But still, this is a really, really big draft pick for the Cardinals. A lot of fans were happy, but there's also a lot of fans that weren't that happy. But I definitely think that this was a great pick from the Arizona Cardinals. An absolute great pick. Paris Johnson's a guy that he wants to be here. If you saw from when he got drafted, man, he was just so excited. He's a big lineman that we need, especially in our division when you have like Nick Bosa twice a year. That's definitely tough to go against. Yeah, I'm so glad we got him, and it's just gonna be more protection from Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray needs protection. If you guys seen Kyler Murray highlights, he literally just runs for his life out there because our offensive line is so just obnoxiously just bad and terrible. And I want to talk about the top 10 picks of the draft, or the top 10 top 10 picks of the draft. and kind of get my thoughts on this stuff. I'm trying to pull up here. I don't know why I didn't have this before I started the video. Bad video, my bad, guys. But hopefully you're watching the whole thing, man. I should have said that earlier in the video. But here's basically the first round 1 results. Here, let me move my face cam a little bit over here. Here's the first round results, man. So I kind of want to go to like the top 10, and then probably just end the video there, to be honest with you. So that's kind of my thoughts. If you were here for my thoughts of the Cardinals pick and everything, I think that it's fantastic. Monti 4 has done a great job. I think having the first round pick for next year could be really, really huge, and especially since it is the Houston Texans pick as well. If they're terrible, that pick's going to us. So I think that's gonna be very, very huge and big. So I'm liking that, man. The Houston Texans are stacking up, I would say, but we're gonna talk more about that. But as I said, man, I think that's huge for us. I love the pick of Paris Johnson Jr. We need a lineman bad. Our O-line has always been ass and garbage, so I feel like he'll be a great start. A franchise tackle, potential franchise tackle guy. If no injuries happen, please God, no injuries. But he could be like a franchise tackle, man. He could be so fucking good for our team, man. I cannot wait to see Paris Johnson Jr. number 77 in a Cardinals uniform. I hope he wears 77. We'll see. But, man, he's going to be so good. And I can't wait to see what he does for his team. But that's besides the point, man. So now that's basically my thoughts. If you guys are wondering exactly my thoughts of the Cardinals and what they did in the draft, I think it was a great job. Monti 4, I'm going to get my hats off. He did a great job. We'll see what happens tomorrow and stuff like that. As I said, I'll keep more updates and stuff on my Twitter. Follow my Twitter, GoModeDaniel. I'll keep giving you guys my reactions and stuff to other picks and shit like that. Unless like DeAndre Hopkins gets traded somehow. I don't know why I keep on clicking the other scene. God damn it. But just in case if DeAndre Hopkins gets traded, I'll probably make a video. But other than that, this is probably be the last Cardinals video regarding to like talk about the Cardinals, whatever. But anyways, that's besides the point, man. So here is the round 1 results. Here, let's close these tabs because we don't need these anymore. So I want to talk about the first 10 here and talk about some others as well that really shined out to me. So Bryce Young going number 1. I do think that is good. I feel like we all knew that was coming. Like that was kind of like a no-brainer there. Bryce Young going number 1, especially with just how talented he is. Like the ceiling is really high. He is a shorter quarterback though, but I feel like he could be really, really good. Number 2 being C.J. Stroud, I think is impressive. I do think that is a little surprising, but it don't matter because number 3 they traded with us obviously, and they got Will Anderson Jr., which that guy's a beast, man. I thought we were gonna draft him. I really did. I really thought we were gonna draft either Will Anderson Jr. or Jalen Carter. But instead, we said Paris Johnson, which I think was a great pick, by the way. But yeah, Will Anderson, C.J. Stroud, the Texans are going to be really good in the future. I think these two are great picks. Anthony Richardson, I thought, he is a big boy quarterback, man. I really thought that the Colts were going to get Will Levis, but Will Levis went undrafted in the first round. Obviously, I think he's going to get drafted in the second round, but I think that's pretty big for him to still be in the second rounder. I feel like he's going to be a pretty decent quarterback in the NFL. But Anthony Richardson, I feel like is a very raw prospect. He reminds you of like I don't know how to explain it, man. He's just a very raw prospect. He has potential to be a Hall of Famer. Potential to be really, really good. I really do think that, man. He just his build and his like skill set, he could be really great. And especially with Frank Reich and all the coaches, offensive-minded coaches down there in Indianapolis, I feel like they finally got themselves a franchise quarterback. If things go well, and I'm happy for Colts fans, man, because they deserve it. After having like Phillip Rivers, Matt Ryan just wash old hags for like the past couple of years, it's good for them. Seattle going Devon Witherspoon here. I do think that wasn't, well, obviously it's a good pick because he is talented and he's going to do good. He is the best, obviously the best corner in the draft. Other than, of course, what's his name? Where's he at? Other than the Christian Gonzalez guy. He went to the Patriots. Patriots. I can't. Okay, right here. Christian Gonzalez. Other than Christian Gonzalez, he was the best. So with him going number 5, I do think that's a reach pick. In my opinion, you could have had a Tyree Wilson or a Jalen Carter, but I mean Witherspoon's gonna be all right, and Tariq Woolen Witherspoon's gonna be disgusting, man. As I said, that's why we need Marvin Harrison Jr. next year so we compete with that. Number 6, Cardinals getting Paris Johnson Jr. My team. I love this pick. I already talked about it, so we're gonna skip it. Raiders getting Tyree Wilson. I do think that was a pretty nice pick, man. I really do think that. I just don't understand why sign Chandler Jones in the first place if we were gonna draft an edge player in Tyree Wilson. I thought that the Cardinals could have possibly drafted Tyree Wilson too because we were a big fan of him, and he's really good, man. He's a really good just run stuffer. He's a big guy, really great, man. I honestly wouldn't mind if Cardinals drafted him. He was really good. Number 8, I think getting a running back in the top 10 is a crazy push, but man, Bijan Robinson's great. He's a good running back, and I do think that he's gonna be good for the Atlanta Falcons, man. So this is gonna be a pick where I feel like he's gonna be good, obviously, but I think coming in at number 8, Obviously, it was a little reach, but you know what? The Falcons having a solid running back like him, I feel like it could be really, really nice, man. Because like, if you really think about it, the Falcons, never had like a really great running back. I mean, they had decent ones. Like I'm trying to remember, I forgot that one guy's name, but he was pretty decent. As I said, they had decent running backs. So I feel like this guy has potential to be the best Falcons running back of all time, maybe. Eagles getting Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter is a big question mark because he was literally projected to go top 3, especially with how just talented he is. But the off the field problems and him gaining like 20, 30 pounds this offseason, I do think that is a little bad. But if he goes back in that mode, this could be a great pick for the Philadelphia Eagles. So we'll see how that goes. And then number 10 being a Darnell Wright. I think that's a O-lineman, which I think the Bears need. And I've seen some Cardinals fans. All right, one more thing before I close out the video. Before we close out the video, though, another picks I like, Christian Gonzalez, I think, going to the Patriots. I think it's a pretty good pick. Jackson Smith, this guy right here, JSN, that's what I'm going to call him. I think that's a really good pick by the Seahawks there. Zay Flowers going to the Ravens. I thought that was a great pick. Jordan Addison, pretty good pick. And yeah, I'm going to say most disappointing pick probably has to be the Detroit Lions, getting just a linebacker and a running back. I'm not a huge fan of that. They could have had players like, as I said, Jackson Smith. They could have had a good receiver or someone else, a corner. I feel like that'd be nice, but getting a linebacker, running back wasn't definitely something I didn't really like at all. But that's besides the point, man. As I said, Cardinals got a great pick. And one more thing before I close out the video, a lot of Cardinals fans were like pissed and stuff like that because people were like, oh, we could have gotten, because we had the 12th pick, right? We could have gotten a Paris Johnson Jr. He would have dropped the 12th. That's actually not the case because the Bears and the Titans literally dropped the back-to-back O-linemen, so that was not going to happen. But us getting Paris Johnson Jr. I think is very, very big and very, very huge, especially just how big he is. I'm just so excited to see what he does for the Cardinals uniform, and we'll see what the Cardinals do in the next couple of days in the NFL draft. We have a few picks this year. A good amount of picks this year, so I'm excited to see how it all goes down in the NFL draft these next couple of days. And so far, so good. That's all I have to say. So far, so good. We'll see what happens next few days, man. So, as I said, if you guys enjoyed today's video, drop a like, subscribe for that brand new. And yeah, man, follow me on Twitter, GoModeDaniel. Click the link tree in the description. Follow me on Twitter for more of my takes and stuff, and more of my reaction to like just basketball games and football games and Cardinals shit and Thunder shit, because I'm a Thunder fan. So yeah, that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Later.